will you also share, this is number one, this is number two, so that for the listener, they can clearly, if they are taking notes, he or she's going to be able to just jot that down and make sure that they've got all 10.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just do quick recap. 1, video podcasts. 2, they lump together Reels, Shorts, and TikToks. 3, social media posts. 4, blog posts. 5, audiograms. So I'm going to pause there and say that's where you and I were operating. And as soon as these last 5 came up, my mind was a little bit blown. Was your mind blown? I was like, I've never thought of those. What?
Well, actually, I'm working on number 6 right now. So go ahead and let the listener know.
Here we go. Number 6 is ebooks and guides. So you're working on an ebook and guide and you're using your podcast content to create it.
Yeah. So I hired a company, a friend of mine who's also kind of in our space to listen to. What I did is I had my team go in and find every podcast episode that I ever did about monetization. I had them listen to every episode that I did about finding good guests, every episode that I did about equipment for your podcast and so on. So I think we got like 13-ish chapters where we talk about all of the things that's going to make you a successful podcaster. And for each chapter, we might have 1 episode to listen to, up to 5 episodes to listen to. And then it goes to the ghostwriter. And the ghostwriter will listen to all of those episodes about that part of that subject. So if I'm talking about equipment, then they'll go in and they'll listen to all of those and they'll make notes and they'll tweak things, change things, bullet point things, and they'll create a chapter based on what equipment that we need and what stuff is kind of like useless. And so that is becoming a book. It's very far along, but I still have to do some proofreading because sometimes the ghostwriter, they're not armed with all of the information that they need. Just like when we prompt things with ChatGPT or Bard, they weren't prompted well enough. And so I'm going to go through those and we're tweaking it, but the book will be coming out pretty soon.
It is so exciting. And that is making me, and I'm sure you listener, it's making me think of, I have so much content. That is a genius idea to just take a single topic and extract it from your entire podcast. Love it. Number 7, diving back in, is, by the way, I would get reamed. This would be a Julie could improve on. I should actually ask you further questions if this was my podcast. Number 7, email marketing. 8, online courses. That's super interesting. And once you have the book, you already have all that content. That'd be so easy for you to just create an online course to go, a companion course. Yeah. Number 9, workshops and webinars. And 10, paid content. And with that, they elaborated, offer exclusive bonus content, early access, or ad-free versions of your podcast to incentivize supporters and generate additional revenue. That is a podcast episode in and of itself that would take monetization to a new level.
Yeah. And then they had a bonus tip.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. I was going to skip over. I like the bonus tip, collaborate with other podcasters. Oh, you already said this, or experts for interviews or joint episodes to reach new audiences and cross promote content.
We're doing that now.
What?
Yeah.
And it's even more fun when you do this with friends. So make good friends. Remember, choose the repurposing methods that best align with your resources, target audience, and overall content strategy. Adam, I think that you just like hit it out of the park. I mean, you're already even doing this whole ebooks and guides thing. So anyway, you're setting a great example, but I would not have gone down this path if we hadn't had the conversation about AI and we weren't talking about how to repurpose long form content. So this has been extremely insightful for me.